half of the fun about creating something is the spontaneity of it. My name is Jesse Meyer, and I'm a metal sculptor. With metal sculpture, I kind of fell into it with this endeavor to create spaces and interiors, furniture. So I bought a welder, bought a saw and a grinder, and taught myself. It wasn't ever part of the plan, but once I got into it, I really enjoyed it and been doing it ever since. I learned all these metal skills by making furniture and interiors, and the logical conclusion later in life was to combine these two things, this new technique of process of materials with, metals, bronze, oleifera, different things, and now implement them into sculpture. The different metals, a lot of steel and stainless steel, but what I really like to use is bronze. It's just an amazing material to work with. It's beautiful, it's versatile, and it's got history to it. With my background in metal fabrication, I am trying to utilize those skills instead to offer something a little bit different. Now I'm taking bronze, sheet material, rod, stock material, manipulating it, hammering it into different forms and polishing it and layering it and combining it in different methods to create overall sculptures. One of my primary interests would be in figurative sculpture. I love the human form, I love the expressions and faces, and there's just so much that can be communicated through the human body and experience. What's exciting me about it is taking this process, I haven't seen it before, taking metal, sheet metal, forming it, layering it into different pieces, and creating the overall piece. Looking at an individual element of the body and seeing the beauty in that, isolating it, and then reapplying it to the overall. So if you look at any of the layered pieces in my figurative works, each individual piece will be something interesting to look at. Working in this process for the figurative pieces, I need to sometimes work at a larger scale. It's almost easier, to some extent. With the larger pieces, you can more brute force and you can actually move the metal. I was putting an aquarium in my home, and I was really excited about creating the environment for the fish. This really Zen garden sort of thing inside the aquarium. So with fish on the brain, I'm looking out into my yard with a coffee, and I'm picturing fish swimming through my trees and along the ground, along the grasses, and in the features as if my backyard was an underwater scene. And I was like, wow, that'd make a really fun sculpture. You can interact with it, you can place it in different locations each time you do a little yard work, and it kind of adds an element of life in your landscape. The process for fabricating the fish to make these more efficiently was to build a press. Never having any experience with this process or tooling, I started in and I built myself a press, so I can basically cut a profile of the fish, place it in the press, and press it out, and it does the majority of all that hard work of forming the two halves that the fish are made out of. I make them out of bronze, stainless steel, and regular steel. The bronze are probably the most popular. They only weigh maybe a couple pounds. The small one's about 12 inches long, and the large one's about 16 inches long. I do different patina work on them in order to give them different character. Clear coat them to protect them from the elements. I happen to get into a little bit of jewelry. With the fish and all the bronze work that I do, I have tons of scrap pieces, small pieces that are kind of difficult to make something out of. Basically, I thought it'd be fun to take some of these scrap pieces and look at the shapes that exist, curl them around and make simple cuffs out of them. And then I do patina work on top of them to give them a little extra character. You get to create something, problem solve it on the fly. It's exciting. That's the way I prefer to work. I know it's very scary, but there's nothing like trial by fire. It forces you to do it. You can come out the other end stronger. I'm driven by accomplishing things that I find difficult. It's a personal challenge. I I think people viewing my art see that and can appreciate it as well.